Hey everyone, Dylan from Neo News today. We're joined by a familiar face in the Neo ecosystem, Guil from AxLabs. How's it going today, Guil?
I'm doing great, like my voice is suffering a bit, but I'm doing fine, yeah.
We're at day one of Consensus here in Hong Kong, and I think maybe to kick off the convo, what have the conversations been like with you as it pertains to grant shares with the folks that are here?
So there's definitely interest, for grants. People just come to me and ask okay, Guil, how difficult is to get a grant? Because the whole blockchain ecosystem, it became more difficult in the last year or so to get money, especially grants, because there's no counterparty, there's no condition, to it's not an investment, So, and people just come to me and say, Guil, look, what do I have to do to get a grant? Because, and I say, man, it's pretty easy. Just go there. Here's the website. Just create a proposal and that's it. So definitely there is interest. And only this morning, I already talked to maybe 5 to 6 projects.
Yeah. So maybe this is kind of a philosophical question, but it seems like in 2021, everybody was talking about DAOs. And now, 4 years later, DAOs might not necessarily be the most sexiest thing that are happening. So what's the current status of DAOs? Are you seeing in your research a lot of new DAO development, or just what's your insights?
Really great question. I feel that this doesn't have an answer, but let me try. So man, the problem is make people to vote, and sorry my French here, but give a shit. That's basically that's exactly the problem. That's a summary. So how to incentivize, how to motivate people, DAO members to vote, to engage, because projects, they were gonna come asking for money, but so I think DAOs are not as sexy as maybe some years ago, but there are challenges that needs more experimentation. That's what I say. Needs to someone with, or a group of people like us, to experiment, to design a better incentive mechanism or a better voting, and put out there. And if it doesn't work, we have to pivot and we have to do something else. So, man, I'm seeing interest. I have the interest on experimenting with governance models and things like this, but I don't know. What about you? You were into this, or?
Well, I think we should have seen the writing on the wall. Nobody has ever been particularly enthralled by voting for their government in general. Yeah. So why would digitizing voting make it any different? So I'm just kind of the stance that we're arriving at where we should when it comes to voting in general. But I think kind of the big splash that grant shares is making here at Consensus is that we're no longer a single chain community funding DAO. So can you tell us maybe what the big news is with grant shares?
Absolutely. So I'm happy to share it here firsthand to you guys that new grant shares is integrating new X. So we are really about to launch the new X integration. So what it means that any kind of project out there will be able to connect your MetaMask or Neoline, connect to NeoX mainnet, and create a proposal and get the grant directly in your EVM wallet. So that's exactly the what you're rolling out. And we're using actually our bridge to do this.
Cool.
So you create a proposal, your proposal is going to be bridged to the grant shares DAO in NeoN3, and then when it gets approved, it will your assets are going to be sent over the bridge to NeoX. So it's it's not rocket science, but it's one more convenient thing, convenience layer that we built for grant shares for people actually submit proposals, get if you don't want to interact with NeoN3, no problem, you can submit using NeoX chain, and that's it. So I'm excited to roll out. It's not yet launched, but it's gonna happen maybe in let's say between today and tomorrow.
I think that's a testament to what's happening in the Neo ecosystem. I mean, all the projects at this booth today are building on NeoX. So we're really just making it possible for anyone who wants to be a Solidity or an EVM developer to really apply for grants and to be able to build on X. So you mentioned that you're going to be leveraging your bridge. Currently, the GrandShares treasury is on N3 and it's comprised of Neo and Gas.
Yeah.
Are we going to see a native Neo on X?
Oh, yes. So we don't, I mean, as for sure, we're gonna have, we already have the token of Neo in NeoX. So, but GrandShares, how can I say, at the moment we're just dealing with Neo and Gas and not other tokens like USDT or USDC. So, but it's already, you get a request for a grant in Neo or Gas in NeoX. And then, like, they will be bridged from the GrandShares treasury in Neo and 3 to NeoX. So, yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. So, yeah, to answer your question, yes, we're gonna see it. Neo and Gas, you know, you're gonna, yeah, the tokens are already there, and yeah.
Love it. I'm sure I have plenty of other questions that might not be applicable, like, will I be able to vote with Neo on X and will I earn gas? We'll save that for another day.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you guys planning on doing any sort of particular campaigns once GrandShares is live on X? Are there going to be any sort of social media campaigns? Yes. What are your plans to kind of raise awareness once this is live?
Oh, that's a great question. Great question. So we're planning actually 2 campaigns. The first campaign is not necessarily to bring awareness and proposals, but we want to bring more DAO members to GrandShares. I think like this is the first step. It's a campaign that are going to roll out really soon. So we want to bring at like around 5 new members, DAO members. So. And how this is going to work? You have to submit a proposal telling why you are eligible, why you care about you know how you care about the new ecosystem, what you've done, why you're a good candidate, you know, to become a DAO member, and yeah, that's the first campaign. More DAO members, and more DAO members means you know that people are going to engage more with proposals, going to read more, going to vote, etc. So this one. Then there's like the second one, which we want to launch a campaign, but not exactly in the next weeks, but let's say beginning of Q2 or end of Q1, incentivizing people to create proposals specifically for NeoX tooling or NeoX dApps, etc. So yeah, this is gonna happen. These 2 campaigns, yeah, let's see how it goes.
Cool. I'm going to ask you a bit of a spicy prediction. We have Neo N3, been live for a long time. We've seen projects choose to come and build on Neo N3. Do you predict that we're going to see more projects that submit for a GrandShares proposal when NeoX is live because of the EVM compatibility and just the amount of Solidity developers out there?
I think so. I think so. Like, I mean, I know that is a spicy question because, I mean, I'm with Neo for a long time. We helped build Neo N3. We care about Neo N3. But the reality is that Solidity and EVM makes a huge difference in terms of being multi-chain and effort on like integrating your dApp, you know, to new ecosystem. So yeah, I think like you're gonna see more GrandShares proposals, especially smaller ones, maybe like maybe 10K, 5K, 2K, you know, just to integrate like Neo or Gas tokens in the dApp, etc. So yeah, I think like for sure, but some people are gonna get disappointed in the Neo community because you guys are giving more attention to NeoX instead of fostering growth in Neo N3. But you know, we are all Neo. Yeah. That's the point. Like we're all Neo. It's part of the ecosystem. So yeah, people out there should not be disappointed. We're still here, you know, like fighting and to onboard projects in the ecosystem, not only NeoX.
Cool. So we've covered bridging Neo to X. We've covered launching on NeoX. We've covered the types of grants we might want to see. to wrap up the conversation, what are the types of conversations you've been having here at Consensus in Hong Kong?
So, I mean, so far, like this first morning was more about incentivizing people to submit proposals, to rent shares. And I'm just following actually the idea. Dean, gave the idea that we should tell the guys, look, here's like rent shares. Go home now. Go to the hotel like this evening. Create a proposal, and we're gonna put on chain like tomorrow. And so I'm trying to follow this, but people. One of the guys that I was talking say, yeah, but I need to come up with the text and stuff. And I thought, man, yeah, of course, but use a bit of ChatGPT, like to structure a proposal. I'm not saying that you have like to write this amount of text, but ask ChatGPT to summarize your proposal, and let's get the ball rolling. And we have to motivate them to make things happen. So that's what I'm doing here in this conference.
The future of AI and DAO management and DAO proposals.
Exactly. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Guil, I'll let you get back to it. Thanks for taking the time to chat with us today.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, Guil.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And if you want to hear any of the other interviews we've hosted here at Consensus, head over to the Neo News Today YouTube channel.